how I lost 35 kg, which is equivalent to 74 pounds. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, this is my official weight loss journey. Alright, so but before I get into that, I'm going to be like as relatable as possible, and so you can understand some things and possibly learn your lesson and possibly even work on your own weight too. Okay, so before I got married, I was actually weighing 54 kg, so a slim person at that time. I didn't know I would gain such amount of weight. See my picture there now. You can see my arms, my stomach, everywhere bulging, looking so horrible. And the thing is that some of us, we pack this extra weight and we do nothing about it out of ignorance, like we don't know. In Nigeria, where I come from, back then, if you're overweight, like you have this weight and you're married, people would just assume that your husband is rich, he's taking care of you, you're enjoying life, you're chopping money. That is why you're adding all of this weight, okay? And nobody had to talk about any of the disease risk that comes with gaining weight. So before I go into how I lost my weight, the 35 kg that I lost, and I've maintained that stable weight for more than 5 years now. All right, so I'm going to start by saying how I gained the weight in the first place. This is very, very important because you need to understand where you're coming from to where you're going. So let me know in the comment section if you've lost weight, or you are your ideal weight, or you're in a journey to actually start your own weight loss journey. Just let us know in the comment section. All right, so first of all, after I got married at the age of 23, and I had my first issue. That was when my weight skyrocketed to 75. That was like I gained 21 kg within that 9 months. Okay, so after I gave birth, the weight kept piling up. My breasts would be so huge, my laps everywhere would be so heavy, and I didn't see it as anything. And yes, I didn't work on my weight because at that time I had no wellness intentionality. There's no wellness or fitness awareness in my life at that time. Bear in mind that I'm a medical laboratory scientist at that time, with how many years? Close to 5 years of experience, and I had no time, no idea of fitness and wellness. This leads me to let you know that you being fit, your wellness, and your general well-being, it's not even about your profession. It's not about your profession, because we have so many doctors that are overweight, nurses that are struggling with their weight. We even have other paramedics that are dealing with weight issues, and they have no wellness or fitness awareness whatsoever. All they know about is that their drugs, that's just all they know about. Okay, so that was the state I was in at that time. I had no wellness, fitness awareness. I had no wellness intentionality. Nothing, no exercise plan at all. So I piled up that weight after I had my first session, and I did nothing about it. And I went on to have my subsequent pregnancies. The weight went up to 110 kg, guys. I mean it, ladies and gentlemen. The weight was 110 kg. It was dangling between 108 to 110 kg. All right. So what was like my habit that time? I had no exercise plan. Like I eat a lot at that time, and I'm someone that I noticed that at that time I was always craving. In fact, it's now that I started my intentional journey, like my wellness and fitness journey for the past 5 years now, that I began to look back and I was comparing my life that time, my lifestyle that time to now. And I observed, these were the things I observed. I was much someone that is always craving for sugary stuffs. There is no day that will pass that I will not drink tea. There is no day that will pass that I will not drink Milo, milk, bread, having biscuit. I will eat it, drink it. It's not even drinking with normal cup. This oversized cup. If I should drink with normal cup, it means I'm going to drink about 2 of that cups at a go. And I noticed that I'm so much of a lover of all these seasoned drinks like Coke, mineral, malt. I take them a lot. In a week, I can take like 5 bottles, 7 bottles. At that time, you know, sometimes when we do all of this lifestyle, we think it's only people that drink alcohol that can be called drunks. No, they are not the only one that can be called drunks. If you drink any of these things, all these seasoned drinks, fizzy drinks, you drink them anytime, like you have no control over it, you can be likened to be a drunk. At that point, that was where I was, okay? And I hated vegetable. I hated fruits. You see this fruit they call cucumber? I hate it so much at that time. See this fruit they call pineapple? I don't like it at all. Even though it happened to be very sweet, but I don't go near fruits and veg. In fact, I don't put vegetable in any of my soups, in any of my stews. I don't do that. And good thing, my husband is someone that anything you cook and give him, he will eat. He's not even to any fitness or wellness of any kind, not at all. So we are just eating. Another point is that all those teas I would drink, the bread, I would eat it with butter or mayonnaise, like garnish it very, very well. All right. For me at that time, I'm chopping life. I'm enjoying myself. I can't kill myself without knowing that I'm just setting the foundation for chronic conditions to come into my life and damage my system. All right. So what happened at that 110 kg? Something's like, you need to do something. And at that time, I was just 28 going to 29. Okay, I was just 28 going to 29 back then. So it was hurting me. And I noticed that any little thing I do, I get so weak. Any little thing I do, I get so weak. It means that I can just faint, but it didn't get to the extent of fainting. But if I didn't rest at that time, it could lead to that, okay? Then I noticed that I was not using the toilet very well, even though I was eating all of those things I said I was eating. But the output is not matching what was coming out, okay? It means that my body is packing on more of those things I was eating. Then I noticed that my gut system was not functioning well. I was dealing with hyperacidity. You see, even though I was eating all of it, I would still insist and eat all those things, even though I'm dealing with hyperacidity, even though I'm dealing with irritability. I'm not sleeping well. The only issue that I didn't deal with at that time was my sugar level was still stable, my blood pressure was still stable, but I started dealing with lack of quality sleep. I wasn't sleeping well. The one that really got to me was the body pains, especially my joints. They were hurting me so badly. That was when I started asking myself, wait a minute, what is going on? What is going on? It made me, at that point in time, I'm always buying clothes, because this month this clothes will not fit in, next one the clothes will not fit in. I was always buying clothes so that I will have something to wear. I'm quickly outgrowing it, and the environment at that time was not even helping matters. People would tell you, oh girl, you're enjoying, your husband is taking care of you, see how you're bubbling, see how you're getting fat, see how you're shining, without knowing that internally I am suffering. Internally something is not all right with me. That was what made me to put my feet down and began to ask questions. Because if you've gone to a college of medicine and health sciences, you know that you're not taught anything about weight loss, nutrition, lifestyle changes. Nothing of such was taught, okay? So I had to do this for myself. In fact, it led me to go and get a certification on health coaching so that I can know more about nutrition, know more about fitness, exercise, and how to get better my health. Because I'm somebody that hates pills. I don't like pills. And for the fact that they will say, oh, go and take so pills, this, I don't like pills. So before I got the health coaching certification, mind you, I was working in a mission hospital at that time. And we always have these emergency cases, high blood pressure, high sugar level. And sometimes I look at those patients and I'm like, this patient needs to lose weight. This patient needs to lose weight. But that is the last thing that he wants to be prescribed for, okay? So the person will be stopped with medications. And I didn't like that part. So sometimes I always have this image. What if it's me that is in this condition? What if it's me? What if it's me? No, there must be a way out. So I started sourcing for natural means to actually lose this weight. That led me to alternative and lifestyle changes that I totally love up till now. I love lifestyle, and alternative and lifestyle medicine modifications. That was what saved my metabolism. That was what shifted my insulin. That was what healed the inflammations. That was what healed, reset my guts, and I was in a better place. Okay, so after the certification, what I now did was I started to work first on my diet. So I asked myself, what will it cost me to buy drugs versus what will it cost me to eat healthy? I had those questions at each point in time, each time I want to eat something, okay? And I will say, okay, if it's going to cost me so amount to buy drugs and I don't like drugs, let me switch up that money. Maybe I'll just have to add a little to actually eat something that is healthy. And that was how I started eating cucumber. For starters, I can't grab cucumber and start eating like that. No, I have to slice it into tiny pieces and be picking it small, just because I now understand the health benefit of it in helping me lose weight. I started eating it. And I started doing intermittent fasting. The intermittent fasting helped me a lot to shift my metabolism. It helped me a lot, and that was how I got to know about insulin resistance, about metabolism, that really my weight is controlled by my hormones. And I'm like, what?
Wow.
What? For some of us, we don't know that our weight hormones are controlling it, okay? And we keep on just doing things that are messing up those hormones, and the weight keep piling. So I started eating fruit and vegetables. So the first time I made the fruit and vegetable stew, my husband was like, what's going on? I said, this family is making a shift. We are making a shift, okay? So, and he ate it. He was like, oh, that he enjoyed it. And my children ate it. They were like, mommy, it's okay. We like it, okay? And that was how I started. I made that vegetable stew with lots of onions, lots of vegetables. There's no tomato, any kind, just vegetable stew like that. And we totally enjoyed it. And I noticed that my bowel movement started increasing. It started increasing. So Anna said, I want to start exercising. I had to go and look for some persons that were exercising. One person that motivated me at that time is this actress they call Kate Henshaw. If you're in Nigeria or anywhere you are, you will know Kate. So I had 3 major questions that I asked myself. Number 1 is, Nkiru, how do you want your health to be in next 30 years, in next 50 years, okay? Secondly, I will always ask myself, do you want to live on life support? Like before 60, you're already working with walking stick. How do you want people to be like holding you, pushing you? Because I see people that are like that, okay? Especially where I was working in the hospital, and when somebody comes here, like asking the person her age, and the person is saying 60, and the person is looking so old. Okay, I didn't want that. I didn't like that for myself. I envisioned it. I said, no, this is not where I want to be. Okay. Thirdly, I have this goal that I want to be young and see my grandchildren. Yes, I want to play with them. I want to be strong and do that. Though all my kids are boys, by the time they get married, I don't want to be, back one kind old grandma like that. I didn't want that. I didn't like all of those pictures. So that these questions motivated me to seek deeper into how I want to heal. You could get your why. Once you get your why strong enough for you, my why will not be your why. We all have our whys. So that is why you need to get your own why ready. That should be like your vision board, like your goal that is propelling you. Because if you have your why intertwined or you don't have it clear enough, it's going to make you to slack back. Today you're consistent, tomorrow you're not consistent, okay? For you to do effective weight loss journey, you must be consistent. You must be consistent, and you must be willing to give up certain things. I gave up a lot of junks. I gave up a lot of processed things. This is not the first time you're hearing that all of these things work, but the issue is that you have not implemented it in your own life, and you have not committed. You have not gotten to the place of disciplining your mouth, disciplining your eyes, disciplining your stomach. You've not gotten to that stage. Until you get to that stage, you're not yet serious, okay? Then again, some of us, we gain and have this weight stocked up because we lack understanding. There's no fitness awareness. There's no wellness awareness. We don't have that understanding. The mindset needs to shift. We don't understand how hormones are coming in place, insulin resistance, chronic diseases, metabolic conditions. We don't understand it. So making us to just sit in our comfort zone and just be how we want to be. All right. Don't get me wrong. You don't really have to lose this amount of kg I lost to be where you want to be in your health. No, you should have your own wealth goal, and you should have like where you want it to be, how you want it to be. That should be your propelling vision. For me, I've already decided that it's 75 kg that I will be, and I've maintained that weight for the past 5 years. It always dangles 75, 74, 73, 72, 76, like that. It dangles like that, but I've not reached 80 again. No. That is what I want. Okay, that is what I want. Intermittent fasting is awesome if you do it right. If you do it right, like I said, for me, I used 18 hours fasting window. That was what I was using at that time. I actually watched a particular video. What is that? She's a white woman. I've forgotten her name, right? I can't remember. She explained that intermittent fasting very well. Even said that is what she has been using to work on her health. I grabbed it, and that is what I've been using. Just like you're watching this now, you want to set yourself on 16 hours fasting window. Go ahead and do it. Drink your water. For me, at that time, it was warm water I was taking, okay? I said no to a lot of drugs. You too can do this, all right? So let us know in the comment section if you're about to start and how soon you want to start, or you're already on the journey and you are enjoying the process. The truth is that you cannot start weight loss journey and not enjoy the process. You will enjoy it. You will love the transformation. Check me out.